What is up, Impact Nation? Welcome to a special edition of the Anthem of Impact Wrestling show. This is my redemption preview and prediction show. I'm going to go through the whole card. I'm going to give my predictions. I'm going to give not only my predictions on the match, I'm going to give a few thoughts on each match, but then I'm also throughout going to give some random predictions on maybe some debuts, some returns. I don't know, just what I think is going to happen through the match. Maybe what the result of a match might do going forward. But yeah, guys, I'm pretty excited for this pay-per-view. I think this is going to be a really good pay-per-view. And my hair's all messed up. Should have checked that before I got on here. Anyway, sorry. It's really hard to concentrate sometimes whenever you're looking straight into yourself. I do it all, and I'm sure you guys notice this all the time. And I'll just be talking, and all of a sudden you see me kind of go like this. It's because I see something out of the corner of my eye, out of the screen that I'm looking at here. It seems out of place, and it bugs me. And so then I feel like I got to do something. So anyway, I apologize for that. But you know, just being honest, being real with you guys. Anyway, first I just want to say, if you guys can't tell, I'm wearing a Future Legend shirt. I just got this in not too long ago. Ordered myself one, I ordered my wife one. I've kind of wanted to get one before, but just haven't really, one, had the extra cash to get it, and two, like I haven't really picked out one that I really wanted. As much as I like the shirts, a lot of his designs, like the graffiti look type design, doesn't really look all that great on me. It doesn't fit my style. Like, it would really stick out as a sore thumb, even though I like it. As far as for like putting it on a shirt that I would wear, it would look way out of place. But you know, I've got the American flag one. Love this shirt. Love the quality. Like it's like that really not. It's actually very comfortable. Super amazing. They're not sponsoring this by any means. I just wanted to shout them out because obviously Future Legend Apparel and the guys behind it are big wrestling fans, big Impact Wrestling supporters, and whether it's a work or not, I'm still, I don't necessarily think it is, but there's a little bit of me that's starting to think maybe it is a little bit of work with the whole Patron no showing his event, because he gives a lot of stuff to charity. So like to his charity, I can't remember the exact story, so I don't want to butcher it. I probably should have looked it up, but I didn't. But you know, like he donates a lot of stuff. He did this in a remembrance of a friend of his. So like everything behind this is for a really good thing, and it's hard not to want to support that. So if anybody's on the fence about wanting anything from Future Legend, I'll tell you right now, since I was somebody that was on the fence, even though like I wanted to help out, like I wanted to buy it, purchase it to be a supporter because I know it's for a good thing. It wasn't really my style. I did find a shirt that's my style. I got my wife a tank. Like it's a really good shirt. It's really comfortable. I think you guys will not be disappointed. But I just wanted to shout them out, show support, because you know I think the whole Impact wrestling community loves to support things that support Impact. And if you're on the fence about it, go out and do it. So I just wanted to get that out of the way, talk about that. So yeah. Anyway, let's get into the card. This is 7 matches so far. I hesitated on wanting to do this today. I wanted this to be available all weekend so people can watch it all weekend, have all the opportunity in the world, instead of waiting until like Sunday or Saturday night, and then it's only open for a small window before it becomes obsolete, you know? So, but like I just have this weird feeling we're gonna get one more match to round it out to 8. We probably won't find that out until the day of. But I feel like it's going to be another knockouts match. I don't know what, but I just feel like it could be. Maybe just a random women's match, multi-women's match, a #1 contenders match. You know, I'm not sure. I just have this weird feeling that they're going to add something late. Because it's 7 matches. It's just an odd thing. The fact that they have such a stacked knockouts roster, and it's just Allie versus Su Yung. Doesn't seem right. But I just feel like there's going to be one more match. So there could be another match on there. You could call that a prediction if you want. I just have this odd feeling that they're going to add a match. I don't know what, but I just do. It could be the day of. I think they did that for Slammiversary, I think. Like a match got added like really late. So I don't know. We'll see. But as far as what we already know confirmed for the match, this is in no particular order. Just maybe how I would go about booking it, kind of in a way. Like there's some things maybe I would switch around here, but we'll just go from what I have listed here. We've got, so to start things off, we have the Lucha Underground match, Aerostar versus Drago. I think this is a way you get. Now, I also think actually the opener could be that six-way match, because that's another one that's fairly X Division heavy. But I was thinking this is kind of way you get an X Division match just to kick off the show without it being the title match, right? You want that title match to seem important, so you put it down towards the end of the card. But then this is kind of their way around it. Again, I could see that six-way starting, but we're going to start off with Aerostar versus Drago. And I think just because he's got, they both kind of have a very flamboyant entrance, a flamboyant persona, a gimmick that's just out there. But he's a newcomer. He could be somebody that sticks around for a little bit now, and that is Aerostar. I'm going to go Aerostar. He's just a little more dynamic, a little more high-flying than Drago. We've already seen Drago. Drago's already been a part of Impact for a while. I think he's a good one so then people know who Drago is that don't watch Lucha Underground. And then he's going to pair well with Aerostar, who I think is going to be part of the new wave of the luchadors that are coming in as part of the talent exchange. Clearly I think it's going to be Aerostar, Phoenix, Pentagon, and then Phantasma, I think, is actually just really kind of cemented himself as part of Impact now. Obviously, he still wrestles, I think, for AAA, but I think, hence why he's in as Phantasma and not as King Cuerno. If he was King Cuerno, then yeah, he'd be part of this Lucha Underground thing. But he's not. He's, El Hijo de Fantasma. That's his AAA gimmick. So, I think those are going to be the three main guys that you're seeing in from Lucha Underground. I hope we see a little bit more. Maybe see the Mac again and Killshot. I think that'd be awesome. But to really especially help out that tag division. Anyway, I have Aerostar going over. There's not really going to be much coming out of this match. I think this is just strictly to have goodwill with Lucha Underground, to help promote Lucha Underground. And then, like I said, I think out of the two, Aerostar would be staying on for the next set of tapings. Maybe he'll work Impact until Slammiversary, which would be in June, which then Lucha Underground would premiere. June 13th, I think, is what they premiere. I don't know why that number is stuck in my head, but I know it's in June, whenever the season premieres on the El Rey Network. And then, whenever that happens, we'll probably see all the Lucha Underground guys gone. They'll probably have to sit at home while Lucha Underground's going on. They won't be allowed to be on TV, at least. Won't be just sitting at home, but they won't be able to be on TV while their season's going on, I think. Unless, I've been saying this for a while. I think it'd be really cool if, they did some type of angle and, maybe they already shot it and we just don't know. I don't know. But it'd be really cool to see Impact and Lucha on each other's shows. If it doesn't happen this season, I definitely think it'll happen in season 5 if they get renewed again. So, but anyway, got Aerostar. That is my prediction. For all you following along at home, just go ahead and write that down. You can hold me accountable. That's fine, because I'm going to go back over this for the review show and give the results. I'm not going to punish myself. It's just for bragging rights. But alright, so next we'll go with that six-way match. You got Brian Cage, Desmond Xavier, Trevor Lee, El Hijo del Fantasma, DJZ, and Taiji Ishimori. I think this one's pretty predictable, but I don't care. It's going to be an amazing match. And it's so predictable that if they do pull a trigger on anybody else, wow, wow, what an ending that would be. So I'm going, obviously, the Swolverine, Brian Cage. He's just going to, and Brian Cage, this is not going to be one of those, like, predictable things where he just dominates. I mean, he'll probably dominate, but he's going to put on such a good show. Like, this guy can do so many things in the ring. If you haven't seen him wrestle in Lucha Underground, go watch him. This dude can fly. Like, he's good. He's super good. And he's huge. So he can, like, fling these guys around. It's just amazing. I love watching him. In that match, I got the Swolverine. Again, no real story coming out of it, I don't think. I just think it's going to be Brian Cage. It's just another way to show his dominance, to keep furthering him and keep building him as this dominant force. And I think that's about all we'll get out of that. Up next, we've got the House of Hardcore match. Eddie Edwards, Moose, and Tommy Dreamer versus OVE. Now, I went back and forth on this so much. And the other day I was watching the preview show from Wrestling with Wrestling, Andre Corbeil and Ghetto 187, and like they brought up a good point that, you know, and I could see this happen. I could see them continuing the heel domination and the heels win to further the story, and the story go to Slammiversary. I totally agree with them on that part. Definitely. I definitely think this is going to Slammiversary to have a big one-on-one finale of Eddie versus Sammy at Slammiversary. I definitely see that happening. I think it'd be even more amazing if they went all the way to Bound for Glory. I don't think they'll do that, but that would be insane if they went all the way to Bound for Glory. But I do think it'll at least go to Slammiversary. But I can see that happening. I can see OVE winning and them dominating and still putting them in such danger that Eddie's still trying to gun, and, you know, Eddie's still gunning for his win, for his redemption, for his win. But that's the thing. This is called redemption. And I think, I personally think that they're going to go with Eddie and Moose and Dreamer. Mainly because it is a House of Hardcore match. Dreamer can then stand at the end, you know, probably holding up his Singapore cane, with the three of them raising their hands after victory. I think Eddie will get the win. Eddie will get the pinfall to get his redemption. Then maybe after the match, OVE's like, screw you, and then they keep beating him down. You know, beat the three of them up. Maybe this could be where they could add another member. But at the same time on Twitch, you know, like they said, like, no, we don't need any other members. We're good. But you never know. Maybe they do add somebody else. You know, they have a lot of friends, so that they wrestle with and are kind of part of a group with on the indie scene. So, you know, maybe Impact brings somebody else in, joins OVE, to give them the numbers advantage again. Maybe they don't. Maybe they just, you know, recover and attack the three of them from behind after the match after they get a win, to further the story, to keep it going. But also at the same time, I think if just Eddie wins, the story can keep going, because then they can just come back out on Impact and be like, no, you guys cheated or something. You know, like, the heels can heal it up and give a reason why, you know, Eddie didn't deserve that win, and be pissed and want to further that story, and then they can keep going. And then it ends with Sammy versus Eddie at Slammiversary. That is where I see the end game. The Slammiversary one-on-one in some type of big blood feud match. Maybe, you know, another I Quit and Last Man Standing. You know, something match. Eddie versus Sammy. Huge match at Slammiversary. That is where I see the end game. I just think we're gonna go with Eddie winning here to get to that point. Up next, we get the Knockouts Championship match. Su Yung challenging the champion, Allie. As much as it really pains me to say this, because I don't want Allie's reign to be so short, but at the same time, the way that they're booking Su Yung, the fact that she is paired up with Braxton Sutter, and Braxton Sutter's whole motivation is to ruin Allie's life, I've got to go with Su Yung here. Allie, there's way more, Don Callis and Scott D'Amore both, as much as they're thinking forward for professional wrestling right now, I think their minds are also very old school. As in, back in the day, the money was in the chase. That's where you would build up to the big marquee match at a big event and draw the most money, was because of the chase of a baby face to a heel for a title. And Allie's amazing at doing that. Allie is really good, especially with her babyface persona that she does here in Impact as Allie, um, is amazing at the chase. And the fact that she would now be chasing not only the title from somebody like Su Yung, but she would be chasing the title and an ex-boyfriend that's, hell bent on ruining her life. Um, that that just has amazingness written all over it. Um, Again, I don't want to see Allie's reign be so short, um, but I could see how they could take this and move this along. Um, so I'm gonna go Su Yung, but reluctantly kind of going with Su Yung. This is another match where I could see a debut, whether it be a new knockout or somebody else that's gonna help Allie. Maybe Braxton gets involved several times, but they just result in close calls for Allie. And then finally, somebody comes down, a debut guy comes down to help Allie and take out Braxton Sutter. And then Allie can get the win that way. I could see that happening. That's one of my thoughts of, okay, I could see a possible debut or a return or something in that situation. And I'm not sitting here, and I know I'm kind of going through a couple things. I'm not sitting here trying to say that, like, there must be debuts and returns. But I just get this feeling like they're going to. It's a big pay-per-view. They're trying to really kind of get the buzz going around. I think that they're always constantly trying to better the roster. And I just, I'm expecting at least something to happen at this pay-per-view, and definitely at the following set of tapings that happen the rest of the week. But yeah, so anyway, again, for you following at home, I am picking Su Yung. Alright, up next we've got the X Division Championship. Matt Sydal versus the Canadian Destroyer, Petey Williams. Now, I'd love to see Petey Williams win. I think it would be absolutely amazing if Petey Williams won. I think he does deserve another run with the title. I can't pull the trigger yet because they're pushing Matt Sydal so much. They have clearly big plans with Matt Sydal. And I think it's going to continue by him winning here at Redemption. I got Matt Sydal. And what I'm hoping for, and I'll bring it up during this match because it deals with Josh Matthews. What I'm kind of hoping for, and I only say this because it was kind of already brought up before, and now I have it in my head, so now I kind of want it to happen. Even though I've actually been enjoying Josh with Sanjay, and especially after the Twitch weekend. I think I've said this many times, I don't think anybody can disagree with me. After watching him all weekend on Twitch, you can't help but like the guy. He busts his ass like no other. Everybody was down, including me, was down and out about JB being gone. Holy crap, what the hell? That sucks. Josh is that new JB. Dude busts his ass. He does everything. I think maybe not as big of a Impact loyalist as JB was for a long time, but I think he's definitely very loyal and wants to see this company succeed. I just, it's hard to sit there and say that Josh sucks, now, because I'm enjoying some of his stuff, even like his heel stuff. Before, it was annoying. Now I enjoy it because it's funny, because I know now, after seeing him act as himself, now I know whenever he's being so over the top and outlandish, and being his like annoying self to a 11. And now it's funny. So now like I like it. But I think right here, there's no way they do Sanjay by himself on a pay-per-view live. They're not doing that. So I think somebody's going to come in and help him call this match, whether it be Don Callis, Scott D'Amore, or whoever. What I would really like to see, though, is maybe just start off the whole night with the brand new announced table. And the rumor was for a little while there before JB left, it was going to be Kevin Kelly and Don Callis. You know, basically bringing in the New Japan guys, and they're going to do this. That'd be awesome. Would love it. If they want to stick to people that, well, because yeah, you know, Todd Kennelly, he was on Impact for a while. He wouldn't be a huge terrible choice if you paired him up with somebody like Don Callis. I think he never came across as good whenever he was on Impact because they still had Mike Tenay there. It was this weird like double lead commentator thing. It just didn't work. But he does okay job. I've heard him on other things. So he does a decent job. I can't really think of anybody else that's out there that could just be picked up. I mean, obviously Joey Styles, but I don't. Yeah, right. Joey Styles is not coming to Impact Wrestling. I just don't see that happening at all. But yeah, so I don't know. I like to see a new announced team right off the bat. But if not, you know, you'll see Sanjay and Josh. And then whenever Josh needs to leave to get ready for the match with Seidel, somebody's got to come in. Because I do not want to hear a pay-per-view, live pay-per-view with just Sanjay. He's fine, but clearly, like, they don't trust him a whole lot. I don't know if he even trusts himself a whole lot to do a match by himself, which is why on Impact, whenever he does do a match by himself, he's constantly plugging things for Pop TV or plugging the Global Wrestling Network or Shop Impact or, you know, a DVD or something. Like, he's always plugging stuff during a match. You can't do that on a pay-per-view, especially live. So I definitely think that they're going to throw somebody with him. Who it is, I don't know, man. I'm kind of excited for that, but I think it'll obviously happen during this match with Matt Sydal and PD1s. Now we've got the tag team title match, LAX versus Scott Steiner and Eli Drake. Start to forget that I didn't say Eli Drake. Alright, so yeah, LAX versus Eli Drake and Scott Steiner for the tag team titles. I think this one's pretty easy to call. I'm going LAX. I don't see them dropping the titles to Eli Drake and Scott Steiner. One, I don't see Scott Steiner sticking around. Two, I think the plan was maybe Adonis and Drake winning the titles, and then having a feud with LAX. But Adonis quit. They had to get somebody, and they got Scott Steiner. And I think they turned this more into an attraction match. This is gonna be fun. It's gonna be funny. It's probably gonna be decent. Eli's good in the ring. I think he can go with Ortiz and Santana. I don't know about Scott. He wasn't terrible in his match at the WrestleCon show. You know, he held his own with the OVE guys. But the OVE guys aren't quite the LAX guys as far as, you know, speed and double team moves and how they move around. So we'll see how that goes. Scott can still decently go in the ring. He's just not very fast about it, and you know, he's not going to sell a whole lot. He's not going to fall on it. You know, he's not going to bump a whole lot. It's because of his age and the way he can move around. And I don't blame him, but that's just so. I think this is gonna be more of an attraction match. You know, this should be fun though. I think it's gonna be a fun match. I think it's gonna be very entertaining. Scott and Eli are super entertaining guys. LAX are super entertaining guys. I don't know if Conan's gonna be there or not because he just had his hip surgery. But probably Diamante or Homicide or both will probably be there instead. So having them on the outside, maybe they have them help cheat to win. The only way I do see Eli Drake and Scott Steiner winning is if they win the titles and then the next night on Impact, Scott says, "Man, I told you I'd get you the titles. Now you got to find a new partner, though. I'm done." And then Eli's got to go find a new partner, which may be a new debuting guy again. So I don't know. But that's if they pull out the win Sunday, that's what my prediction would be. Then the very following night on Impact, Scott Steiner says, "I told you I'd get you the titles. Now you got to go find a partner because I'm done." Something like that. So again, if you're following along, LAX. All right, now we get to the main event of the night: Austin Aries, Pentagon Jr., and Phoenix triple threat match. I thought long and hard about this. I really did. Makes sense, all the sense in the world, to just say Austin. Austin lost the triple threat match at WrestleCon. Austin is one of their actual talents. He's got the titles. He's got all the titles. He's the belt collector. The quick rewriting of this match, of this story, due to Alberto being fired. Easiest thing to do, easiest way out is just say, "There you go, Austin. You're winning now, so you'll just win." And we'll move on, and we'll find you a new thing. That would be the easy thing to do. So you can't blame Impact if that's what's happening. And it's probably gonna happen. But as Fallah Bahh would say, no, 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 no. I'm going with Pentagon Jr. This dude's a star. He's amazing. He's one of my favorites going right now. I fell in love with Pentagon the second I started watching Lucha Underground. Dude is insane. I love his gimmick. I love his character. I love how he just stays in it. He is Pentagon. He is Cero Mero. He is phenomenal. He's good in the ring. He's one of the few guys I can sit there, listen to, shoot a promo in full Spanish, and I don't care. I do not care. Like, I'll listen to it. I might not understand any of it, except for maybe a few words. I'm like, hey, I remember that. I remember what that means. Yeah. But no, I don't care because he does it with such passion. He's so good. And how amazing would it be to throw the Impact title on somebody like Pentagon Jr., who is also the current Lucha Underground World Champion? I think it would be awesome. I think then you would have an amazing feud with Austin Aries versus Pentagon that would end, not a Slammiversary, maybe it could. I don't know how long he's sticking around. But it is true. I mean, look, they've already showed up. They've already got them on the poster for these set of tapings that are following Redemption. They have them on the promotional posters for their tapings in June up in Windsor. So, I mean, that's right around, and that's going to lead right into Slammiversary, those tapings. So, I'm guessing that they could be there for Slammiversary. And they have a one-night only with Destiny Wrestling called No Fear. And they're doing a Twitch special with a Pro Wrestling Revolver called Penta Does Iowa. They're getting big behind Pentagon Jr. There's a reason for it, and I think it's because he's going to be the new Impact World Heavyweight Champion after Sunday night. Now, how does he win it? I don't know. Does he get Lucha Underground people to help him out? Is it all a work? And Alberto El Patron shows up and helps Pentagon win the title. Maybe not helps Pentagon, but he helps Austin lose. I don't know. But I do know one thing. Mark this down, everybody. I have Pentagon Jr. as the new Impact World Champion. And it will be amazing. It took me a lot to think about that one, man. I'm not gonna lie. Like Phoenix is great. Phoenix is awesome. I just don't think he'll win the title. I don't think he has anywhere close to the same type of stature as his brother, Pentagon. And it just makes sense. It just does. I'm excited for it. I'm really excited. It'd be a huge curveball. This whole pay per view looks so good. Some of my, like I said, some of my other predictions. I do think somebody's going to debut on this pay per view. I really, really do. Where, I don't know. The one guy that sticks out in my mind that I really think is going to debut this night is going to be Jeff Cobb. Again, where, I don't know, but I do think Jeff Cobb will make an appearance somehow, some way at Redemption. And if he doesn't, it's probably going to happen during the tapings. I'd like to see a tag team debut, and probably that would happen, I would say, after the tag team match, especially if LAX wins. I could see now a new tag team debut, like their music hits type thing. They walk out and then they point at LAX like, those are going to be ours now. We're coming for you. We're in this company now and we're coming for you. Who that is, I have no clue. I don't know, but they need tag teams. They really need tag teams in Impact Wrestling big time. Maybe Jeff Cobb is part of that tag team. Maybe it's the Chosen Bros, right? No, what they call themselves, Matt Riddle and Jeff Cobb. I think that would be really cool if that were the case. I don't know. Maybe it's Lucha Underground guys. I don't know. Maybe it's the Kill Shot and Mac that debut and say, we should have beat you for those titles at WrestleCon. We're coming for them now. We're gonna get them this time. I just hope so. And then we've already kind of gotten, unfortunately, some spoilage that at whenever they go to Windsor for the tapings in June, Katrina Waters is returning to Impact Wrestling, formerly known as Winter. I don't know if she's still going to be known as Winter this time around, or if she's going to go by Katrina Waters, that she goes by on the Indies. And I'm not sure if that's her actual real name or not, that she goes by on the Indies. Sure it is. It doesn't seem like much of a made-up name. So it'll be nice to see her back. I always liked her. I didn't necessarily like the Winter gimmick as much. Like, it was kind of fine. I didn't like how much, like, she pulled in Angelina. Like, that was, maybe if they took that kind of same idea and then just made it, instead of just her just constantly getting Angelina to be like her love slave or whatever it was, maybe she played those same type of mind tricks with all of her opponents instead of just one. Like, I don't know. She was fine, and she's super talented in the ring. But yeah, just her gimmick was a little, I don't know, okay. So we'll see what they kind of roll with this time around. I think they're going to go clean slate and not call her Winter and just have her as Katrina Waters or just Katrina or something. So yeah, so everybody, that is my Redemption preview, my predictions. Again, I'm excited, super excited to watch this pay-per-view, as I'm sure most of you guys are. Let's all do our part and promote this as best we can on social media, whether it's tweeting constantly about it. Tweet out the match card, tweet out the possibilities, tweet out the, just everything that you can about it. And let's try to get Redemption and Impact Wrestling trending on Sunday night. I'll try my best to live tweet. It's really hard to live tweet while I'm also trying to take notes during the shows. Plus, also, I'm going to be giving you guys my thoughts anyway during a video. So it's kind of, I kind of don't see the point of live tweeting, but I will interact somewhat during it. So hit me up on Twitter at Anthem of Impact. If you guys like these videos, please hit that subscribe button. I'm so close. I only think I need like 4 more subscribers. Get me to 150. Maybe by the end of the weekend, let's get me to 200 subscribers. That'd be awesome. Again, never thought I'd ever get to 100. So thank you guys all. For the ones that have already subscribed, thank you. Go follow me on Twitter, like I said, at Anthem of Impact. hit the notification bell, hit the like buttons. Go check out all my different videos that I have. Most of them are reviews, so yeah, sure, a lot of my videos are outdated, but I've got some that aren't. I've got reviews about the Ultimate Deletion. I've got reviews on the Lucha Underground stuff. If you want to see that before you decide whether or not you want to watch the actual WrestleCon event. I've got my thoughts on how to book things like a reformation of Decay, how I would rebrand Impact Wrestling, stuff like that. So go check out some of those videos. Again, like I said, please subscribe. Let's get me to 150 by the end of the day. Let's get me to 200 subscribers by the end of Sunday night. That would be amazing. That would totally make my weekend. Anyway, guys, until Sunday night, whenever I probably will be chatting with y'all during the Redemption pay-per-view. If not, on Monday, whenever I upload my review of said pay-per-view. Impact Nation, peace.